Hello fellow gardeners, Joe Lample here with a story that starts with something most people toss: cardboard. For years I've used cardboard as a weed barrier, but one day I realized it's just cellulose, fungi's favorite food. That's when it hit me. What if we could use cardboard not just to suppress weeds, but to grow something delicious? Growing mushrooms can seem intimidating, conjuring images of sterile labs and complicated gear. But what if you could start a mushroom farm with nothing more than a cardboard box from your recycling bin? This method brings mycology right into our gardens, turning waste into food. It's about closing the loop in our backyards, a core principle of growing a greener world. Growing mushrooms on cardboard is accessible, sustainable, and rewarding. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or a curious beginner, this project is forgiving, affordable, and yields a gourmet harvest. Watching mycelium colonize cardboard is a quiet marvel of nature. So let's set aside the idea of complex science experiments and embrace a simple, organic approach. We're going to transform a plain brown box into a living, food-producing system. Ready to see cardboard in a whole new way? Let's get our hands dirty and start this adventure together. The magic of mushrooms is closer than you think. Before we begin, let's gather what we need. First, plain corrugated cardboard, no glossy coatings, no colored inks, and no plastic tape or labels. Next, mushroom spawn. Oyster mushrooms, blue, pearl, or pink, are perfect for beginners because they're vigorous and forgiving. You can buy sawdust or grain spawn online. A small bag is plenty. You'll also need a container. A clean 5-gallon bucket with a lid works best, but a plastic tub or heavy-duty bag will do. The container should hold moisture and be mostly sealed, but not airtight. Finally, water, preferably non-chlorinated. Let tap water sit out for a day or use rainwater if you have it. Chlorine can harm the mycelium, so this step matters. That's it. Cardboard, oyster mushroom spawn, a container, and clean water. With these 4 things, you're ready to start your mushroom project. No fancy equipment, no big investment, just simple materials and a bit of curiosity. This is gardening at its most creative and sustainable. Let's move on to preparing your cardboard. You'll be amazed at what you can grow. Time to prep the cardboard for your mushrooms. Tear the cardboard into strips about the size of your hand. More edges mean more room for mycelium to grow. The corrugated layer inside is key. It holds moisture and gives mycelium highways to travel. Soak the strips in non-chlorinated water in your bucket, weighing them down if they float. Let them soak for a few hours or overnight until they're soft and saturated. Drain off excess water. The cardboard should be damp like a wrung-out sponge, not dripping. Too wet, and you risk mold. Too dry, and the mycelium won't thrive. This field capacity is the sweet spot. You've now turned waste cardboard into a perfect moisture-rich substrate. This mimics the natural process of fungi breaking down wood on the forest floor. Your cardboard is now ready for its artist, the mycelium. Let's move on to inoculation. Now for the fun part, inoculating your cardboard with mushroom spawn. Start with a 2-inch layer of damp cardboard in your bucket, sprinkle a light, even layer of broken-up spawn over it, add another layer of cardboard, then more spawn. Think of it as making a lasagna. Repeat until the bucket is nearly full, finishing with a thicker layer of plain cardboard on top. Press down gently to ensure good contact between spawn and cardboard. Put the lid on. If it's airtight, drill a few small holes for airflow. The mycelium needs oxygen, but you also want to keep humidity high. With your bucket sealed, you've started your mushroom farm. The fungi will quietly get to work, colonizing their new home. This is where patience pays off. Let's see what happens next. Now, let the mycelium do its thing. This is the incubation phase. Place your bucket somewhere dark and cool. A basement, garage, or shady porch works well. For the next 2 to 4 weeks, the mycelium will spread through the cardboard, breaking it down and growing stronger. Check weekly. If you smell an earthy, mushroomy scent, you're on track. Soon, you'll see white, fuzzy growth on the surface. That's healthy mycelium. Over time, the bucket will become a solid white block. Once it's fully colonized, you're ready for the next step, fruiting. The waiting is almost over. Get ready for the magic moment. Your patience is about to pay off. Time to trigger your mushrooms to fruit. Move the bucket to a spot with fresh air and indirect light, and drill several 1-inch holes around the sides, or remove the colonized block and place it on a tray in a humid, shady spot. Mist the inside of the bucket or the block daily to keep humidity high. Cover the block loosely with a clear plastic bag with holes for a simple humidity tent. Within a week, tiny mushroom pins will appear. Watch them grow fast, keep misting and providing fresh air. In 5 to 7 days, your mushrooms will be ready to harvest. Harvest when the caps flatten or curl up slightly. Don't wait too long, they're best young and tender. This is the most exciting part. Enjoy the transformation. Let's talk about harvesting and what comes next. Harvesting is easy, just twist and pull the cluster from the block. Enjoy the unbeatable taste and texture of homegrown mushrooms. Often you'll get a second or even third flush. Just keep misting and maintaining humidity. When the block stops producing, don't toss it. Add the spent substrate to your compost or garden beds. It's rich in organic matter and beneficial microbes. Nothing is wasted. You've closed the loop. This project is more than a novelty. It's a lesson in sustainability and creativity. Mushrooms from cardboard show the magic of seeing potential in what others discard. I hope you're inspired to try this at home. For more creative gardening tips, subscribe to our newsletter and share this guide. Let's keep growing a greener, more delicious world together. Thanks for joining me on this mushroom adventure.